Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, this is something that I've seen quite often when it comes to more. I mean, it could be any bit of content creating, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. I've seen it on Twitch, but overall, when they only like show support, to somebody that you are supporting, but they only show support to that individual when you're there. Like, they won't support that person, like when I'm not there, but if I'm there, then that's when they. And I don't know if they're trying to do that to get in good with me, but I'm like, if that's the case, where it's like you think you gonna get some special privilege, I gotta like constantly remind people that I'm not giving out special privileges to people. I support or I'm cool with an individual based off of like how we interact with each other. And if it's some stuff where it's like it's a fan interacting with a creator, like you're just gonna get the basic treatment. But it's like there's never been a time with any of my fans, and I don't know where people have seen it from, but no, I've seen it before though. I've seen it before where I've shouted out an individual and they're nothing won't like happen. So like for an example, like so let's say if I were to be streaming, right, not go and raid somebody, and I'm like, hey, I'm probably just gonna go to sleep or something, because there's two ways of going about it. So hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm back. But anyways, so there's two ways of going about it. So there's the way where it's like if you raid somebody and you say, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm probably just gonna go to sleep after I raid this person." So they won't show up to that raid. But like if I'm like, "Oh crap," like my friend's streaming, like I'm gonna probably just go into their stream and just be chilling in there and stuff, then that's when they'll show up to that individual stream. And it's like, no, like if my thing is this, I know I may come off as a person that shouts out and try to, but I'm more so just trying to help out my friends. I'm not, I don't know if there's any other reason why anybody else would think about it and stuff, but me, when I'm shouting out people or rating people or whatever the situation is, I'm doing that because I genuinely support that person and what they got going on. Now and there's at times where it's like a person will, I've seen it happen with some of the like, followers that I have like on Twitch more so. But it's like, why? Like my thing is this, if you ain't going to, if you just only there trying to get in good with me, and it's like, fam, the way to get in good with me is to just act normal, okay? Don't act like, oh, this is my idol, this is that. I'm gonna just let people know this right now. I am nobody special. Yes, I may say, some motivational stuff. I may put out good content. I might have good streams. Whatever the situation is on how you view me, but I am a normal person behind all of that stuff. I am no different than you. I'm no different than your friends. I'm no different than your family. I have the same blood, bones, meat, whatever it is, brain, heart, soul, whatever the situation is. I am no different than anybody else, okay? And I try to like put that motivation, or not motivation, but I try to put that motivation into, all people, but I try to put that into people's minds to just let them know it's like you don't have to act a certain way thinking that, oh, TMossBoss is going to be cool with me if he sees that I'm supporting his friends, or if he sees that I'm doing this, or if he sees that. My thing is this: I want everybody in this world to follow their dreams. Don't follow my dreams, okay? Yeah, you can support it, but you don't have to like be there, thinking you gonna get it good. Because no, the thing is this: I've seen where people, they'll do that. They think like, oh, because I'll show up to TMossBoss's streams, comment on a few of his videos, like a few of his posts on social media. Oh, now I've gained some ground to where now he has to listen to me and video ideas. Now he has to take in, like my recommendations. If I do all those different things, I'm expecting TMossBoss to react to a video or to play a video game or whatever the situation is. It's like, no, I'm not. You could do all of those different things, I'm still gonna play whatever video game, react to whatever video I feel like reacting to, doing whatever I feel like doing. Why? Because that is my choice. The thing is, what a lot of people don't seem to understand with content creating is when you become a content creator, you are becoming a content creator. You're not becoming a co-content creator. I mean, if it's your choice though. It's your choice at the end of the day on whatever you want to do with content creating. But when I signed up to be a content creator, I signed up to be a content creator. I wasn't co-signing a bunch of random people all across the world and stuff. So yeah, that's why it's like when they do things like that, I'm like, fam, why? Like, no, stop. Like, I'm not. My thing is this. I'm kind of getting distracted, so I'm kind of like trying to like let the time go on. So like this, because I'm watching wrestling right now, and they showing like some intense stuff, and I'm trying to do this podcast episode without having to do any retakes and things. But anyways, but no, it's just when I see people do stuff like that, I'm like, I lose interest into communicating or being cool with that person. Because I'm like, they're viewing me as some, like, the thing is this. I want people to view me as a leader, but at the same time, I want you to also be becoming a leader. So that's why it's like when I try to have like conversations or talk or be chill with people, I'm talking with them, I'm chilling with them. You know, when they come through my streams, I'm not talking to them like a fan, like, you know, worship me, subscribe, do this, you know, all these different things. I'm like, no, I'm sitting down communicating with that individual. Like, it was just yesterday when person, they joined my stream. I was playing Dying Light 2, and they were curious, you know, about like Dying Light. So I started playing the first Dying Light. The thing is this, I did that because I wanted to. I didn't do that because they asked me, oh, can you play the first Dying Light? No, I played the first Dying Light because I wanted them to get a better example of what Dying Light is, you know? So I started playing the first one, but overall, I'm like, I did that because I had like I just had a good feeling that this individual, and the funny thing is, this person they don't even follow me. But I had to say that was probably one of the best interactions I've had with somebody on Twitch. From an individual, he or she, whoever they were, they never followed me. But I am so happy that I got a chance to sit down and explain to them what Dying Light is. Played the game, showed them, you know, a bunch of different things, told them a bunch of different things, cracked jokes, laughed about stuff. And the thing is this, they didn't even have to follow. The thing is this, it's up to you on whether or not, because at the end of the day, follow, subscribers, you know, whatever it is, it's numbers. You know, at the end of the day, it's just numbers. It's a number that I'm proud, you know, whatever the achievement is, I'm proud to, you know, reach it. But at the same time, it's just numbers. Like, that's why I have to, okay, cool, now wrestling, so I can turn my TV off. But anyways, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's just numbers. And a lot of people, they, you know, when they see, like, certain, you know, I had one idea, like, you know, with this podcast episode, now it became a completely different idea and stuff. Because I feel like, at first I was just overall trying to talk on, like, you know, just like supporting my friends and stuff, but I'm like, no, I just think people need to actually sit down and understand, you know, like content creators. I think that's what this episode's name gonna be. Content creators, we're humans too, all right? But so anyways, what was the point that I was gonna make? Alright, I'm just gonna improvise because I'm like, I don't remember the point that I was gonna make. But so anyways, but like, no, like as content creators, like like I was saying, we are humans. We're nobody special, we're nobody different. And that's the thing where I think a lot of content, it ain't even just with content creators, but it's just with celebrities, with famous people in general, where it's like, you know, I never really considered myself, I consider myself maybe somewhat famous. I mean, if I am in that category as famous, then okay, cool. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like that. I guess the reason why I say that I don't feel like that is because, you know, the way it's not like anything changes. You know, like when you become famous, I guess. Like the thing is this, I've had many accomplishments throughout my content creating career. I'm not even gonna lie. Like there's been times where I'm like, wow, like I really did that. I really achieved that, right? The thing is this, nothing has changed. My, like, who I am as a person has not changed. I have to say, if anything, I have become more motivated to have more achievements, to have like more like goals that I want to accomplish or that I have accomplished. I never looked at like content creating where it's like, if I achieved a great number, therefore I have to, be different around people. I'm like, oh, I'm a content creator now. If you want to, negotiate things or you want to do things. No, bro. It's like, my thing is this. Be cool with me, I'm gonna be cool with you. That's overall the point that I'm trying to make in this podcast episode. But treat me, okay, like a human being. Not a human being famous than everybody else. A human being that you just like, for an example, you know how like when you go to a job, right? You go to a job and then there's that one person you end up being cool with and you guys just be sitting there having a conversation. Or if you a kid in school, there's that one kid that you sit next to. They're not the popular kid. They're not the least popular kid. They just a random kid at that school. And you sit down, they strike a conversation with you or you strike a conversation with them. You don't look at them as, higher or lower than the average person. They are an average person. Like, bruh, all celebrities, I unless it's one of those people that are like, no, worship me, this, that, and blah, 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 and stuff. Like, nah, avoid those people. I'm gonna just overall tell you right now, avoid those people, because the thing is, like when alright, so, for an example, and I'm I don't know, I'm trying to think of every example possible and things, but that's just me. At some point in time, I gotta come up with an example, but so anyways, I know a lot of people probably think of a, musical artist. It's like they go on tour or they do this or they do that and stuff. Like now they got like this newfound fame. Now they got this, And the funny thing is like I remember when at my old job, Jack, the bass player for that band Monitor that I've shouted out a couple of times. By the way, go check out their music. Good music. Extremely good music. But anyways, when when he signed up for that band, they went out on tour, they released an album, like they're still doing shows left and right. I'm saying, like, in my opinion, they are killing it. But there's people, my thing is this, there's, people, I like to just see overall when people are just putting in hard work. The one thing that I can say about that band Monitor as a collective, as a group, is that they have put in hard work. I remember when they went out to some area and stuff in Washington, but they went out there to just, sit down and come up with music. The thing is this, even though we were short-staffed, I couldn't have been more happier for the man. Because I was like, he told me like, oh yeah, I'm going to be taking some time off to, go to this area and we're going to be working. I'm like, bro, it was like a dream of mine. So if anything, when I see stuff like that, I don't look at him as all like, oh, I got to roll out the red carpet every time he comes into work and stuff. No, I look at him all like, hey, that's motivation right there. That is something that I want to do. And I'm like, bro, it was, it was at times like I always had thought about that. Always was like, bro, I just wanted like, do what he did. Take like a week off and just, focus on content creating. Instead, a pandemic had happened and I had all the time in the world to really, but like, no, that I had to say that I found, I found like motivation from back in 2015, 2016. I found like a newfound motivation. I combined all that stuff together and I tried to make the best out of it. So like that's overall like the this episode's all over the place. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But at the end of the day, it's like that's just what a person that that's creating something what they go through. I think everybody knows that, but it's like I don't think the ones that's out there that's like they want to look at me as a king or a god or whatever. And I've had people like refer to me as that, but I don't feel like it. I feel like who I am, and that's overall like what I just said. It's like that's who I am at the end of the day. I'm not this king or I'm not this god. I don't know why people would view me in that way where they feel like that, and the funny thing is it's like I sit down and I think of, like in high school where it's like, you're the popular kid, or even outside where it's like, you're just overall the popular guy or whatever. And it's like, fam, it ain't worth it. It's not all that fun. It's not all that cool. It's not all that dope, whatever you want to call it. It's like, it ain't it. It's, it's just, I feel like, trying to be that person, it's just going to be more difficult than being a person that's like, you, I guess in a way, are popular, but you don't act like it. Versus somebody that is popular and they act like it and they feel like they deserve like a special treatment. It's like you just only making your life 10 times harder because I feel like this, they're gonna have like this high expectation from people, and then when they come across that person, it's all like, and that's like the people that I want to have as a fan of me, where it's like they're like, bruh, you ain't nobody special, you one of us. Like, and I feel like with a person that looks their popularity and stuff and their fame, and then they go up to somebody that's like, nah, you look like a normal individual to me, you don't look like nobody special. And even if you are somebody special, still, bruh, it's like you could be president of the United States, you could be freaking, who else, the most famous musician of all time, you could be the most famous actor of all time, famous influencer of all time. At the end of the day, if you're that person that puts in work, right? And I feel like people need to overall look at that as that, dang, I want to do that too. And it's, you get motivated and stuff rather than like, oh, like, can I have an autograph, can I have a picture? Like, I don't mind that. I mean, that's chill. That's cool. I feel like, that's kind of a cool thing for, a person to, but at the end of the day, I just feel like that, I would rather for somebody to kind of like have a conversation with me about, becoming somebody, well, not becoming somebody famous, but overall just being a hard worker and stuff. They just looking for some guidance and some more, like, motivation. And it's like, I'm always, down to do that, to give out guidance and motivation to people. But it's like, to act like something that I'm not. That's what I mean, by like, hey, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm a human, I'm nothing special. I ain't got no specialty blood or whatever it is, it's just I'm a normal human being like everybody else and stuff. So that's overall, I guess, the point and stuff, everything that I said. It's like, in the beginning of the episode, talking on like, when I join one of my friends' streams, don't be all like, hey, it's, it's TMoss, it's this, it's that, blah, blah, and it's like, and then your attention is now focused on me, and it ain't even focused on the friend and stuff, and it's like, bruh, support the friend, be there for the friend and stuff. But it's like, when it's, it's like, oh, because he shows up, now I gotta, it's like, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all and stuff. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of like trying to just motivate people. It's like, have like a mindset where it's like, you can be somewhere and everybody looks the same, versus like you can pinpoint a person out because like, oh, they got more fame than everybody else. I feel like that's overall like, why people get referred to as clout chasers and, any other, type of, synonym towards like clout chasers and things like similar words or whatever. But yeah, it's just, it's, it's weird. It's a weird world we live in, and I'm like, I just hope one day at some point in time, people are like, you know what? I'm just going to look at people normal. And if that's the case, then I'm like, all right, cool, chill. But if not, then it's like, dang, bro, why? So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching in or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me. What is this? Okay, I open up my phone. All right. No more opening up my phone when I'm doing podcast episodes, because it was like some random, I forgot to turn my phone down and stuff. But make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. And we'll now have $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.